Well, story time again. Continuation of my series on give me an ethical criminal anytime over an unethical moralist. I never knew a Finlay to steal anything. I counted several among them as friends. They were among the very kind of people that I was thinking of when I said, give me an ethical criminal over an unethical moralist anytime. It's hard for some people to understand that breaking the law may make one a criminal or outlaw by definition, but it doesn't automatically make you dishonest or untrustworthy. Again, there's a difference between morality and ethical behavior, and these folks unconsciously knew what was important and knew the difference. Too bad some law-abiding citizens aren't as honest today. The Finlay family lived in an area known as Finlay Clan. They weren't really all that bad. They were just classic hillbillies. Old Lady Finlay was a holiness or Pentecostal preacher, practicing faith healing and all. She wouldn't let the boys in the house if they'd been drinking, which meant that since they rarely ever stopped drinking, they were always laying around outside. The Finlays were skilled moonshiners and hunted and fished for subsistence. I knew many of them. They were good-hearted and honest folks, just backwoods. The boys my age all went to work in construction. Some became very successful. They had the palest blue eyes, and a couple were so white they were almost albino. I worked some construction jobs with them when I was in college. I don't know how they did it. I never knew anyone who stayed as badly sunburned as they did, but it never stopped them for a second. I also never knew any of the Finlays to go beyond the 9th grade, and most never went beyond 6th. In that, the Finlays were hardly the only ones in the valley who didn't give education much truck. I think the general practice in school-leaving law in those days was 16 or 6th grade, whichever came first. And a few years before my time, it wasn't all that uncommon to have near-grown men driving to school in the 6th grade. My generation of Finlays almost all got religion and quit drinking. Several became leaders in fundamentalist churches in the valley. A lot of people shunned them. I don't think that was justified. They were just poor and uneducated. Some call them white trash, but if you know anything about what it takes to live off of making whiskey and hunting and fishing for a living, then you know it is not a life for shiftless or lazy people. It's hard work. I will add they were proud people who never asked anyone for anything. None of them ever talked much, male or female. They weren't shy. They just kept to themselves, minding their own business, taking care of their own. That's more than you can say of many people who are living off the dole today. Oh, and one more thing. They weren't too shabby to have on your side in a fight either. Yep, I had more than one of them stand up for me, and, well, you never forget that. I was never ashamed to associate with them and would be proud to do so today. Thank you.